methods with experience. These guys are 18, 19. This island's been terrific. Sachin Das has benefited with his presence. He said that in the last game too, spoke to him as the player of the match. Presentation. He often plays the supporting as the captain to those who end up getting those big hundreds. It's invaluable. I think I had an interview. With Mushir Khan, who said he's captain for being there just to keep him calm. That's brilliant. Good leader. Captain gets tough runs. 68 of 70. There will come a time where Sachin Das will say, right? I can go for it. Well set. They will do it all day.
Well, hello to you and welcome to another exciting game brought to you by EATV. I'm Guy Mowbray and I'm joined by the former England striker Sue Smith for commentary, and we've got action from division rivals coming right up. It's the Raiders and they take on the full kits.
Cheers, Guy. Well, I'm sure both managers will have given them their final instructions. Go out and give it their all. Hopefully that'll be enough for a positive result. I'm looking forward to this one.
Here's the lineup for the Raiders.
Yeah, it's a 4-3-3, but both wide forwards are quite narrow when defending. They'll force them out wide, not allowing them to play centrally. The key to this, though, is the width from the fullbacks. They'll have to get up and down the line constantly.
Here's the lineup for the full kits. Ederson is between the posts. Joško Guardiol plays alongside Virgil van Dijk in central defence. Bruno Fernandes plays alongside Kevin De Bruyne in central midfield. And the main man in attack is Erling Haaland. Making good progress here. Oh, a great chance. And we haven't had to wait long for the opening goal. It's 1-0. So off we go at 1-0. Lovely ball, this could lead to something. And the attack is over. Really good defending. That will be a throw-in now. Mbappe. De Bruyne. De Bruyne. And it's there. The lead didn't last long. They're back level already. And it's been cut out. There's the turnover. Bruno Fernandes. The crowd urging him to shoot. Fernandes. There it is. Dispatched well, much to the delight of the fans. So off we go at 2-1 now. Mbappe. Mbappe. Bompastor. Fernandez. Michael Laudrup. Nicely played. Another goal, and it's one that tightens their grip on this game. And away we go again at 3-1 now. Oh, and he's left his man behind. This to get back into it. And the keeper more than equal to it. Van Dijk. The ball given away, too easy. Haaland. And that could have got them back in it.
Oh, it could. That was their chance to get back into the game. When you're 2 down, you just can't miss an opportunity like that.
Sauer. And unable to retain possession. That's a lovely ball. There might be something building now. That's a free kick. And you couldn't choose many better spots for one. Oh, and he's in just the right place to stop it. A free kick awarded here. The refs viewed that as a foul. Mbappe cuts it back. They looked in there. That's nicely cut out. And Raiders unable to retain possession.
Hi, folks.
Kevin De Bruyne.
How's it going? Oh, the sunshine and roses.
No surprise if a red card shown.
Oh.
And a red card it is. The ref given no choice.
Well, as soon as he made the tackle, he knew the outcome. It's an easy decision for the referee.
And they can't get it through. And it will now be a corner. Over it comes.
Okay, just have a look. We're not going to have Barry, we're probably not going to have Fergal. We still need James.
Sonia Bompastor.
Okay, there we go. Louise is on.
That's a really good
Senna? Was Senna on this morning?
Working hard to win it
She was
back
on. No, she was on, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Haaland. De Bruyne. Having a look. Still problems for them here.
There she is. Don't worry, Louisa.
Okay, to deny him the double.
He showed really good movement to get himself into those goal-scoring positions. Just couldn't quite...
And a really good bit of goalkeeping to keep out the headed attempt.
Elaine, I might need to drop early, right?
Sure.
And then you can carry on. But I mean, if we can get it started, then, you know, you can just carry on with that, I would guess. Alright, so... sorry, I was actually more prepared for this until this head one landed on my plate. Right, so just to sort of set the context, this is sprint planning, right? So ideally, every ticket that's in here, we should have a bit of an idea about what we need to do. Every ticket that's in here should have been through refinement in some form or another. In other words, it's been through either, you know, the TI team, previous team refinement, the name escapes me. Louisa, what was the name of your team? Go on.
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, yeah. Cobra Kai refinement. So it's been through some sort of refinement, right? And then what we're trying to do is fill up the sprint for everybody, right, essentially. Okay, now it's going to be a wee bit difficult because we are going to be missing a few. with the same one that happens on the same day. But look, we'll see how we get on. All right. So to start, I think I'm probably going to skip Barry for now. What I'll do is I'll talk to Barry offline and probably move these into the next sprint, or we'll close them off depending on where he is. Right. So I think, Cian, if you don't mind, can we sort of start off with yours? I don't know if this view is better or like this view. I think might actually be better because then you can see, if you've got anything sort of pre-ready in sprint 2 or if we've assigned anything in the backlog. So I think this view, right?
Yeah, that one probably better because we won't take it there. I started working on this afternoon. That's in progress, so I think that needs to be added labeled for the sprint. See that one at the top.
Sure. So we can move that into sprint 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then this one, I thought, essentially, this was, ring fence to the sprint. So this we could close off, or you could close it off later on today, depending on where you are.
So the ball moving for the second period.
So now, or do you want to do it yourself later on when you're done with some stuff?
I can do it now, just in case I forget you.
But ultimately nothing doing.
All right. And then there's another couple of these things here. Okay, this was really more up to you. We've got that one in there because you're busy with it. But there's also these other bits and bobs. Are these all sprintable things? Because this one, for example, is huge at the moment.
Adama Traore.
They depend.
Sonia Bonpastor.
I don't know that one off the top of my head, just to look at. Unless I do and I'm forgetting it. But I think most of the session time ones that are open now depend on the meeting on Thursday that is based on that document that I've put together.
Oh, good defending, just when it was looking threatening.
Okay. But you've got enough on your plate to get this one through by Thursday. So I think we add this one into the sprint and then we spread it out or adjust it when we know on Thursday what we're doing.
Could lead to something.
What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds alright.
Koeman.
Okay. And do a couple of these at one time. Alright, and then this one we'll leave off. No, we might as well put the whole lot of them in and then we'll push them out if we need to.
Yeah.
Right, because we don't have any story points for this one, but it's all tied to session timeout, right?
Yeah, they're all tied together. Yeah, there'll be decisions. Hopefully, can kick into one of them if the meeting on Thursday goes well.
Okay, well then you're already over allocated for the sprint, right? Okay, so Cian, unless there's something else that you've got on your plate besides support tickets that I don't know where we're going to squeeze in, you're kind of done for the sprint, right? I'm going to move on, if that's all right.
Bruno Fernandes.
Graham.
Rodri.
Okay, you've got one of these done, but you were talking about this one might be small, might be finished today, right?
The ball nicely.
Yeah, maybe. It might spill over to tomorrow because I had another defect there just before this call, so just fall over from that page header thing. But
so let's move them all to sprint 2. Right?
Yeah, so I was going to say, with the coming sprint, I'm on leave all of next week. So I have obviously limited capacity then, so I just have the rest of this week effectively, because then when I get back, there's only 2 days left in the sprint. So I just focus on these items for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
So it probably doesn't really make sense to schedule me much more because, there's usually always sport cases as well. So
yeah, and then James's things is going to come in, so you're going to get roped into a few bits and bobs. So I'd be surprised if you actually get through all of them. But I'm happy leaving that as is. I think that's plenty, right?
Yeah.
Has to be.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
And there's
James?
second of the match, leading the way for the team.
Hey, so for that spike there, I pretty much could finish up today with that. So it's just about kind of writing up what I've found so far. So I'll be happy enough to close it off for today.
Do you want me to, or are you going to do it later on?
I can do it later. When I kind of get the write-up on the ticket.
All right, one thing I wanted to mention, I know it's particular with you, James, right, as I need to take the view off for you. is there's a bunch in the backlog there.
That's not a bad save at all.
Okay, I don't know where these ones came from, Elaine, because these are not the priority, right? Where's the spikes? They were on the top of the backlog a bloody minute ago.
Work to win it back by Raiders.
But
And played to the front stick.
We've got them in.
are the spikes already in? Are they assigned to sprint, and that's why they're not at the top of the backlog?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so James, just to show you, right? So sprint 2, you've only got this, which we don't have thingies yet because we haven't spoken about. I think this one needs a bigger conversation, right? But if I take you off and we look at sprint 2, come on, work. There's a couple of spikes in here that we were saying we needed, we wanted you to start looking at as the next sort of priority item. Elaine, do you remember which one we had earmarked for James?
Oh God. Let me just. I think you sent me a list of what we talked about. So let me just open that in the background. One thing I wanted to ask James, you mentioned that you think you'll have that one finished by tomorrow, right? Or today, or whenever. If you're writing up a summary, that will you just ping me when you've done, because we've been asked a question about do we know what is involved in these, so it would be good to give some feedback to people. Just wanted to throw that in. Okay, so that was that 127324.
Yeah, they thoroughly deserve the victory. The attacking player
that you're done or doing.
127324. Yeah. Oh, sorry, no, that's like a parent ticket. So there's some tickets. So it's actually 128089.
That's the actual ticket, but the spike is. You're right, Elaine. It's the ESTC ticket is 127324. Yeah.
So we talked that James will be doing that in Sprint 2, but he's done already. We had that down as the Sprint 2 task thing.
So I suppose there's still outstanding stuff in that, like.
Yeah.
So with the spike, it's more just investigation side of things, in particular, kind of how it hangs together in the back end. But I will need to sort of have a chat with Graham, because his design ticket for that will kind of rope in just to see how we can approach it. Because at the end of the day, it's the solution, and the design of the solution that the customer is going to be wanting and interested in. So,
do you have any clue of how big it is? Out of curiosity.
I suppose that would become clear with the design meeting.
All right. Look, I don't want to derail our plan. That's fine. I just want to say.
I think it's a good question, though, Elaine. Right? Because really, what we're saying is, do we try and squeeze this into the next sprint, or do we keep on doing the other spikes? I think we keep on doing the other spikes, and then we come back to this, depending on what James' the final outcome is. Right?
Exactly. Okay.
So if I take that away, James, then essentially, sorry, Elaine, remember one of the spikes we didn't have assigned, right? We could probably get James on that, or get James to look at one of the 4 that's a priority, and then we shuffle around who was doing what.
Yeah, so.
There's a couple that's unthingy.
I think we've all assigned with regards to the 4 that we needed to investigate. So let me just make sure that's true.
126331. If no one's on this one.
Yeah, that was something that we thought Keane could do in Sprint 3 maybe, but we could bring that back. That would be great.
Yeah.
126331. That would be super, because they want answers on that stuff. So.
But does that one actually? That one you have on screen there, does that actually need a spike though? Was that not one of the ones that we
126
like 3. We were just we just kind of knew what was required. Maybe I'm misremembering it, but I thought that one wasn't one of the caveated ones.
You're right. That's one of the ones that we've committed to. It's not one of the caveat ones, correct?
I thought it was. I thought one of the other ones was the that didn't need a spike. But I mean, if we're happy to push 126331 into the sprint, then we can do that. James?
Yeah,
Just to make, I mean, it's against your name, so would you be happy enough to take this into the sprint? Do you have a kind of bit of an idea of what's involved?
Yeah, would have a decent idea. I think there were similar tickets before. Yeah, this is even around the mandatory fields, so yeah.
Okay.
Right, so James, and where's the sprint field on this thing? Here we go. 24, Q1, 2. And where's the refinement needed? Go with you and FB. So it gets picked up. Okay, so that should be in the sprint then. Alright, grand. Get rid of that one. Back here. Alright, was there more against James Elaine? I'm trying to remember. So
for Sprint 2, there was the button workshop, which is one of the things that he's working on, and the spike, which he's already kind of done. They were the two